are watching special release of Rotary News. Tatiana Tvilaya with you in the studio. Today we will talk about visit to Ukraine of Rotary International President 2019-2020 Mark Maloney. President-elect and his wife Gay visited Ukraine in late May. The capital of Ukraine met Mark Maloney and his wife in the Ukrainian tradition of bread and salt. About the two-day visit to Kiev is the next reportage.
We are very glad to see you here in Ukraine, and we are very glad for the opportunity to present you our project. This book about vaccination was published with the support of Rotary Interact Club in Canada.
The visit to the capital began with a welcoming meetings, presentations and photographs. After many greetings and hugs, a traditional Rotary dinner was held. By the way, around the halls were presented banners of peace-building projects. It was like announcement of the next day's event. At the end of the first day, communication, exchange of experience, mutual gifts and an inclusive concert took place. The second day of his stay in Kiev, Rotary International President-elect began with an official hourly meeting with First Deputy Prime Minister Stepan Kabib, a member of the Lviv Rotary Club. After that, an informal breakfast was held with the Acting Minister of Health of Ukraine, Uliana Suprun. At 10 o'clock, the opening of the Round Table on Peace Building and Humanitarian Projects, Mediation and the Role of Youth was held. At this event, which was solemnly opened by Mark Maloney, Rotary leaders presented clubs' projects, their results and shared their upcoming plans. Participation in the event was also attended by representatives of the Ukrainian government, heads of representations of international and Ukrainian organizations involved in peace-building issues.
Mark Maloney told the audience about his visit to the ancestral home. Mark's ancestors come from Ukraine, but at the beginning of the last century his relatives immigrated from the Lviv land to Canada and later to the United States. Maloney's visit to Ukraine began exactly from Lviv.
Mark Maloney began his visit to Ukraine from Lviv, where he had a series of events. The President-elect Rotary International had a long meeting and discussion with representatives of the Rotaract of Ukraine, which celebrated 25 years of their activities these days. Mark and his wife, Gay, visited the Akhmetit Children's Hospital, where they met the humanitarian project implemented by the Rotary Club Lviv International in the form of a global grant. The next day he began from visit to the Lviv City Council. There Mark has meeting with Mayor Andrew Sadavi. A press conference was also held.
It is a great pleasure for me to see the work that Rotarians are doing. And for example, the Rotarians here in Lviv are working with the city with respect to the Rotary Park, to the facilities of the park. I'm going to have the pleasure of planting a tree, the first tree in that park, and I look forward to coming back in a few years and seeing the tree grow up.
Mark Maloney emphasized the importance of cooperation between Ukrainian and, in particular, Lviv Rotarians with the city authorities. On the eve, the presidents of the Lviv Rotary Clubs signed a memorandum of cooperation with the Lviv Mayoralty. This visit will give many new good deeds that Rotarians do, and they will make them even more and more. But Mr. President today announced that one of the Lviv parks will be upgraded and will receive a new life, in fact thanks to the work of Rotarians. Rotarians of Lviv will take part in the reconstruction of the park, which was laid in the square at the crossroads of Zamarstanivska and Lipinsky. Together with Vice Mayor Andriy Moskalenko, Mark Maloney landed the first tree, the young hornbeam, as a symbol of the future park. Also in the park will be planted red maple and will be planted field grass. Staying in Lviv was very busy with events. The main event that was the reason for the visit of the Rotary International President-elect to Ukraine was a scientific conference, 90 Years of Rotary in Ukraine. History and Present. The conference was attended by Rotarians from Ukraine, Belarus, the United States of America, Italy, Poland and Romania. Maloney was able to visit his ancestral homeland. It is the village of Komarica near Brody. He met Rivne Rotarians too.
The visit of Rotary International President to Ukraine has played a major role in improving Rotary public image in the world and in particular in Ukraine. We are sure that this will be the beginning of numerous joint projects, which we will be pleased to talk about in our news releases. So I say goodbye to you now. It was a special release of Rotary News. The project of the Dnipro City Rotary Club is especially for the Association of Rotary Clubs in Ukraine and Rotary International.